So to start off with smooth and hydrated skin, prior to filming I used my Clarins Hydro Quench mask and my Sephora collection under eye masks. These are two of my favorite kind of staple items for fall. But moving into the makeup, for primers, I'm actually using two separate primers. The first one is the Benefit Professional License to Blot. I ran out of my regular Professional and I have this in my collection, so I figure I might as well use it. I don't like it quite as much, but I'm just applying this to my T-zone in the areas where I do have some larger, more noticeable pores, and then just going in with my Tarte BB Primer. This fall, I've been loving extremely bright under eyes because I'm always tired, so I like doing anything I can to look more awake. So as a corrector, I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the brightening shade and just applying this in like a kind of triangle formation under my eyes. And then for foundation, I've just been using my Holy Grail Tarte 12 Hour Amazonian Clay Foundation and just buffing this into my skin. I know I'm super boring and repetitive when it comes to my foundation, but when I find products that work, I really do stick with them. For concealer, I'm just using the MAC Select Moisture Cover, and I am just concealing in all my usual places, just under my eyes and down the center of my face. I actually use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer on my nose, which you guys might notice, just because I find that's the only thing for some reason that will cover up the redness on my nose and actually like stay in place all day. But then I'm just blending out all of my concealer with the Beauty Blender. And then for an extra flawless complexion, I'm just going in with the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer and just doing a little bit of spot concealing where I need it. Then I'm just priming my lids with my Tarte Clean Slate Eye Primer. I've been obsessed with this eye primer lately. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in an upcoming video, but I'm just priming and then I'm just running a spoolie through my eyebrows really quick, just to make sure all the hairs are neatly groomed and in place and going the direction I want them to. And then to fill in my brows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Powder in Auburn just to go along with my kind of newly darker hair. I promise you guys I'm going to do an updated brow routine soon because so many of you guys have been requesting it. When you guys are watching this video, I'm actually going to be on vacation, so like all of my videos for the next week or so are pre-filmed, but I plan on filming that pretty much as soon as I get back. So then just to clean up my brows and get some really nice sharp edges, I'm just using this NYX concealer on a little synthetic brush just to get those really nice crisp lines. And then to set my brows and finish them off, I'm just running a little bit of the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel in Auburn through them, just to add a little bit of texture and make them a little bit more feathery. So then I'm just going to set all the areas on my face where I've applied concealer, and for this I'm using my Anastasia Contour Kit, and I'm actually mixing together the shades Vanilla and Banana just to get the perfect flattering brightening shade for my skin tone. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just using my standard Urban Decay Powder Foundation. Then I'm just taking my favorite bronzer, which as you guys know is NARS Laguna, and I'm just using this to kind of add some general warmth to my face and just do some really light bronzing just because I want the whole theme of this look to be very warm for fall. Now that I'm done placing my bronzer, I want to add a little bit more definition to my cheekbones, so I'm going in with my contour kit once again, and for this I'm mixing the shades Fawn and Java. And for blush, I'm just using NARS Madly. I can never get this color to show up accurately on camera for some reason. It's a lot warmer than it always shows up on camera. And to highlight, I am just using Becca Moonstone, just applied to all of the high points of my face. And then I'm quickly jumping back to the contour kit just to add a little bit of definition to my nose. Not so much to contour to make it look slimmer, it's just to kind of balance out my face and make it look less like I just have like a white blob for a nose basically. So now that we are all done with the face, we're going to jump into the eye makeup. Of course, I'm starting off by applying my transition shade. Comment down below if you know what eyeshadow I'm using without me even mentioning it. So then to start building up my crease, I'm taking my Becca Ombre Rouge eyeshadow palette, and I'm just using this matte shade. It's kind of like a really like warm orangey red kind of brown. And I'm just kind of adding this to really solidify the kind of warm tone of this look and add more definition. For my lid color, I'm just going back to the basics and using my original Urban Decay Naked palette. I'm mixing together the shades Sin and Sidecar and just packing this all over my lid. And then I'm just taking the shade Naked on a more precise blending brush and just once again kind of deepening that crease. And then I'm just basically doing a whole lot of extra blending. And then I'm taking that shade from the Becca eyeshadow palette once again on a pencil brush and just lining my lower lash line just kind of on the outer third of my eye. And then I'm also just smudging a little bit of that into my upper lash line as well. And then to finish off the eyes and brighten them up even further, I'm just taking Virgin and popping this into my inner corner. And of course, to finish off the eyes, I am just curling my lashes and applying mascara. I just chose Benefit They're Real this day. And finishing everything off with lips, I'm just applying the Bite High Pigment Pencil in Sable. I've either been using this or the Clinique Beige Pop lipstick, and I didn't film this part, I didn't realize my camera wasn't recording, but prior to this, I lightly powdered my lips just to kind of tone down my natural lip color so this lipstick shows up a little bit more true to color. So that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys!